After our weekend getaway at the log cabin in Indiana, we packed up the camper and headed south towards Knoxville, Tennessee. Amelia has to fly out for the week, so it's Barkley and I holding down the fort. Thankfully, we have the absolute best upgrade to our setup, and we're taking full advantage of the waterfront spot that we booked. Welcome to the first campground in our new-to-us fifth wheel camper.
We realize that there is going to be a lot of firsts right now. We are going to be dumping this camper for the first time. We've never done a fifth wheel camper before, so hopefully it goes smoothly and there's not too many things that we are going to be learning along the way. Fingers crossed. And then the second is, this is going to be the first time we are actually parking a camper at a campground. We're going to be backing it up, figuring out how it fits in our spot. And Connor made a good point that we need to make sure that we are close to the plugins in the water hookups, as well as giving ourselves enough room for our slide. There are lots of things to think about, especially now that we have a slide. So trying to remember all of them. Fingers crossed, guys. Let's keep this smooth.
Let's go see. I don't really know exactly where the valve is on the camper. Well, I know where it is, but I can't tell. Great.
Lined up perfectly?
Lined up perfectly.
Hopefully that's a good sign for the rest of this dumping process.
Shouldn't be anything different than the last couple of campers we've had. Dump station is a dump station. Just our black tank flush valve is now behind this door. And we have hoses from the previous owner. We just never used them. So hopefully they don't like leak or anything.
Oh no.
Love the safety valve. Flushing out the black tank because who knows what's been in there. So hopefully this will clean them out and clean the sensors.
Whenever I first started camping, I always thought it was funny that people had names for the tanks and just, you know, it was a nicer way of naming them. But now, especially talking to you guys, I see why people use that instead of what, you know, they really should be called. It's just a nicer way of putting it.
Tanks?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like not the poop tank.
Oh, yeah. Black and gray.
Yeah.
It's a much more delicate way to put it, isn't it? That should be it. Now we get to go find our campsite.
Yay.
And not bad for the first time backing it up. It definitely takes some getting used to because it sure does like have a delayed swing, but slow and smooth is what we're looking for. And hey, water view is pretty nice.
If you saw me on my phone, that was because we called each other and we have service, so we could just talk about backing up and not be the people that are yelling or whatever else people definitely inside their campers are watching those parking do. But it looks pretty good. We'll probably go back just a little bit because of the slide and then enjoy our view. It is pretty chilly though, I'm not gonna lie. It's gray, no sun, and I don't know, low 40s I'd say.
All right,
good job.
Get the back bumper to like here.
Okay, the site is level. Now we are going to chalk the tires, unhitch, and back the truck up to the side of the camper. Should be pretty easy. Good job.
Hey, that was nice.
That was great.
Thanks for all your help. Makes it easy whenever you have her on the phone looking at everything. Cool. We'll level this out, get the slide out, and not a bad little view for our first campsite.
Not at all.
We picked up a new water pressure regulator, so this is our first time using that. And again, having this whole thing kind of in this little area is kind of interesting. We'll see if we like it. So you just put the hose up through the bottom, and this whole little area is contained. So I guess if a critter were to get in, it wouldn't be able to get in the camper. At least that's the theory of it. Shows the water pressure's at like 38. I don't really know how this thing works, but I'm assuming you can adjust it higher or lower if you need to. We'll run some appliances and test it back later, but should be good here. Oh, I did want to drain the water heater because we put bleach in our system and then the bleach was still around, so I want to get the old water out and then fill it with new water. So turn this off first, actually. There we go.
Since Connor's outside messing with the water, I figured I'd take you guys inside and get it all set up and cozy feeling. We're gonna be here for a few days, which is really nice, so we can actually put everything out, including the slide, and not have to move everything immediately in the morning. I absolutely love this camper, and my favorite feature, which you guys could probably guess, are all these windows. Opening them up And seeing this view over here with all the fall colors is just amazing. I was telling them how much I love the view.
Huh.
It looks
Wonderful.
really good right now. We've been hanging out in our chairs over here for the first time actually since hitting the road, enjoying the beautiful views out of our windows. And of course, it's past 5 o'clock, so I poured some red wine. And the difference between Connor and I is I'm pouring the red wine for us, and he's over here saying he wants to read about the hot water heater and pulls out some light reading.
Okay, well, get this. I mean, we have a hot water heater and it's got just a nice little switch on the side, which is great because all the ones in the past are either the on-demand, which wastes a lot of water, or you'd have to go outside and start it yourself. But this one has gas and electric, and I'm just trying to figure out how the electric works, and if using the electric means you're not using gas or whatever. But hey, I'm just trying to help us out here.
I know a few of you have asked if we've started wedding planning, so that's what I've been doing. Don't think I've just been sitting around. I promise we are in the thick of it trying to figure things out, but I poured wine, he reads the manual. Cheers, guys. Not gonna lie, that view's pretty dang good though.
This is a pretty good view. I think it's a perfect first campground, and it's exactly why we wanted a camper with big rear windows here. So I think to have this as the first place that we're staying
for a week
every week is really special. We maybe putting the boat in the water one of these days too.
They don't even know we have a boat.
Oh, well hey, we have a boat. I ended up dropping Amelia off at the airport this morning, so it's just Barkley and I in the camper here for the next 3 days, and it is gorgeous outside right now. It's about 4 p.m., sunset's close to 6 o'clock, and we bought an inflatable boat, and it's packed up in this camper. I think this is a perfect spot to get it blown up and go spend a little bit of time out on the water, especially right before sunset. It's sunny and close to 60 degrees here in Knoxville, Tennessee, so we are, well, I am loving the warm weather, and I think I need to be out on the water. It takes about 20 minutes to get it set up, so let's go get the boat inflated, the outboard on, and get out on the water. It is about 80 pounds though, so I'm very intrigued to see if I can get it onto the tailgate over the fifth wheel hitch. It actually worked pretty well. Being that this is an inflatable boat, the first thing we have to do is inflate it. Obviously that's going to be way faster to you guys than it was to me, but I think it took me about 12 minutes. There's 4 chambers on the tubes. Those have to go to 3 psi, but they're very big tubes. And then the floor here goes to 10 psi, that way we can stand up on it. We have a seat. Oh, that I forgot to put in, dang it. Gonna have to deflate it a little bit. Didn't remember that. We have a bag, and we have an outboard. The outboard we chose is a Yamaha 6 horsepower, and it does have a small internal fuel tank. It's about 1 liter, but I'm gonna bring just a little spare 2.5 gallon gas tank with us as well. That way, if we're out there and enjoying it, run out of gas, we just fill it up and keep going. It's definitely not the lightest weight setup thing we ever could have imagined, but it's not terrible. I think we got everything. If it gets really cold, we'll come back in later. But this thing does have wheels on the back of it, so theoretically you can pick it up right here and roll it. Oh yeah, baby, that works pretty good. Hopefully I don't drop it. Altogether it's like 150 pounds, but we'll get out there far enough. Hey Bark, come on, let's go, ready? Boat ride. There you go. Ah, that's so cool. What time is it? 4:40. I got back to the camper about 4 o'clock and put this idea in my brain. So for 40 minutes to be on the water, I'm all about that. Now, I know this motor hasn't been ran in a couple weeks because, well, we haven't used it in a couple weeks, but it shouldn't take too much to get it started. This is a carbureted engine, but I am using ethanol-free wreck fuel, so hopefully it doesn't varnish super quick and leave the outboard all gummed up, but We're about to figure that out. Safety harness to my shoe, sure. That sounds like it'll work. First pull. Put it in the choke, forgot to do that. How about fifth pull? Number one, Holstead. Ah, look at that. Mighty Yamaha. What do you think, buddy? What do you think? Look at this view. If you guys have watched us for a while, you know that Amelia and I love anything to do with being on the water. And we've had this idea in our brains for a while with getting a little outboard and a little boat. We thought about doing like the origami kayaks or canoes or anything like that, but we would like being in the boat together because it makes filming a lot easier when one person can film us and the other can drive or steer. And the nice part about this is we can use it with the outboard or just with paddles if we're in a place that doesn't allow outboards. But for our first spot, our real first camping spot, to be on a lake where I can use the boat is pretty perfect. I am missing Amelia though, because she would be loving this sunset and just being out here with Bark and I, so we're excited to have her back in a couple days. There we go. This is amazing. What do you think, Bark? First time I've used this boat, and it has these little wheels that you can flip up and down to make it easy to move it on land. And I never flipped them back up. So it was spraying a bunch of water in the boat, and I was like, what the heck is that from? Well, that's because I've been dragging these wheels the whole time. No wonder. Super cool feature, but something you have to remember to get out of the way. How cool is this? Be better with Amelia here, but I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Seems like there's some gorgeous houses along the river over there, so we'll go down a little bit and put our way back. I have a little GPS app on my phone, and it shows top speed was 17 miles an hour, which is way fast on this little boat. It's a little rocky because, you know, there's not much weight in here, and it's just a tiller outboard, so it's pretty touchy, but it's pretty fun. It's really fun. Look at these houses over here, all with docks, and it's gorgeous. Oh, and there's the camper, way over there. All right, we've been out here for about 30 minutes, running around. Let's go inside, have some dinner, enjoy a night in the camper, but I'm glad I blew this up. It's always worth it. Feeling pretty thankful it's not 33 degrees in the water right here. It's not warm, but could be worse. You got it, buddy. It's me, I'm Buddy. Not too bad. Asked the campground host and she said, I'm good to just leave it here, which is perfect. That was awesome. Definitely be going out tomorrow too. It's been a pretty slow day here. I woke up this morning and Barkley was pretty lethargic and no energy, no real desire to get out of bed or go on a walk or eat any food or anything like that. So we've been taking it easy today, hanging out and watching some shows. He's getting a little better. He's drank some water and he did end up eating his breakfast finally and got him to go outside and walk around and use the bathroom and everything, but still definitely not the most energized of pups right now. Amelia comes back tomorrow, so we're just going to end up hanging out the rest of the day. It could just be he's really missing her, or he could have eaten something outside, or allergies, who knows. So just keeping a close eye on him, but doesn't make for the most exciting things to film. It's alright, just catching up on some work, enjoying the beautiful views here, taking the boat out a couple times just because it's already inflated, and why not? And enjoying some nice lazy time with Bark. It's about dinner time here. We just went on another little walk. Well, walk is a stretch. It was a very slow little sniff around the campground loop here. And I'm actually going to be making a chicken pot pie for dinner tonight. We picked this up in a cute little town in Michigan while we were driving south, and they're supposed to be really good. So it says frozen and in the oven for an hour and a half, which means first time using the camper oven. I'm excited to be using all these amenities and features and everything. I actually did take a shower the other day up here in our nice shower that's also part of the bedroom. It was lovely. This actually has a 6-gallon gas and electric water heater, which we've never had before. So being able to just hit the electric water heater part while we're at a campground, and then 30 minutes later you have a nice hot shower is pretty nice. I'm not sure how long the tank sizes are gonna last us yet, but I would think at least a week. I'm pretty sure it's like 59 gallons of fresh water, including the water heater, and then like 45 gallons of gray and 40 gallons of black, something like that. So I'm curious to see if our sensors move at all once we dump here on the way out. But either way, being able to shower in your camper and then just get changed in your bedroom, that was a luxury. Who's home?
I'm back! I was with family in Boston, and coming back to weather we are having today is so nice. Boston was 36 and windy and cloudy. And here it is blue skies, sunny, and no wind. So let's go on the boat!
This is my rhythm. I've been doing this a few times.
I was like, I'm new here. I'm loving this. We bought the tires, but we haven't had a use for them yet. And just watching Connor launch it, that's amazing. Obviously, he chose a beautiful site, but I don't think he thought about an actual boat ramp, and this couldn't have been better. Goes down perfectly, sits in the water, and now we just get to hop on and hit it.
He's got a little more energy today. I don't know if allergies or something like a sore neck or something, but he's getting better, as far as we can tell.
Yeah. Every day seems to be a little bit better, but of course when a dog's not doing well, it causes some concern, and if only he could speak to us, make things a little easier. But you look pretty happy.
I'll do that.
And we're off! Don't forget to put the tires up.
Yeah.
I already love this. We're not even going, and I'm obsessed.
Let me get us out of the way a little bit, you know? This is so big. Does have a little 1-liter internal tank, which is nice because you don't always have to carry a gas jug with you, but we do, and maybe it'll make more sense at some point for us to just get the little 3-gallon jug that plugs into the outboard. But we were just running it, and there's so many leaves in the water right now. All of a sudden the leaves got over the water intake at the bottom of the shaft, like where the propeller is, and it was about to cut out. So that was bad. Cut it off real quick and then moved the leaves, so now it would start sucking water in. Might as well just fill up the tank. I don't want to break the engine right away.
I will say I am loving this whole no out west this year and no snow camping. We are on the boat, it is sunny, and it is November. I cannot believe that it actually feels this warm in November in Tennessee. But I'm not questioning it. I am very here for it. I know out west is already freezing cold. I'm good. I'm going to be a southern East Coast girl this year. Well, the other day, Connor found that there is a lake restaurant, so we just pulled up to the docks, tied up, and we're gonna go check it out. It is a Saturday, so we figured, why not? It feels so good today. And they're dog friendly, so Barkley gets to go. Bye, boat. There was another boat docking at the same time that we were, and we walked up with them, and they live here, and they were so friendly. And they're like, you made it all the way from the campground to this place? I can't believe it, because in the summertime, I guess it's so busy that there are so many boats out that all of the wakes would have filled up our dinghy. He's like, I can't believe you made it. In the summertime, you would be dumping water out of your boat the whole time. So I guess it's a good time to be here in November. You can't even see our boat, but it's just right beyond the bigger boat. All right.
Cheers to a fun little boat adventure.
This is perfect.
Sunny and 70 degrees on a Saturday in November. Hard to complain.
Hard to beat.
We're all finished up here at the Tellico Village Yacht Club, and the restaurant is called the Blue Heron. Such a cool little experience. We just wanted to try out boating to a place, and the fact that it's been such gorgeous weather is always a nice treat. It's about a 3-mile boat ride though, so it took us at least 30 minutes on the little dinghy. I'm curious to see how fast we can go with Amelia and myself on there. I'm betting it's about 10 miles an hour, so plenty quick for just some little jaunts on the lake, but it's definitely a very cool experience, and for sure the upgrade we didn't know we needed. If you guys are enjoying that and are excited for what this little boat will bring for us in the future, please let us know in the comments, because it's been on our brains for a long time and we're very glad to have it in our setup now. Not a bad Saturday?
No, that was perfect. I loved that we came. We were kind of debating for a little while, and then, you know, of course the boat just ended up taking us over here. So it was pretty perfect. They were dog friendly. They couldn't have been nicer. Tennessee people are really friendly. I'm loving it.
We definitely win the smallest boat award though, and that's all right, because this one folds up into the camper and none of these other ones do.
Bye.
I love this. Screw e-bikes, take the boat with you.
I mean, if you are debating at all, I hope this just shows you it is 1,000% worth it. If you are like us and you camp on lakes and things like that, having a little boat that you can just put behind your camper and launch it, or take it to the boat launch and launch it there, it's a game changer. I'm so excited for this next year on the road. It's gonna be pretty good.
Did a lot of research.
Yes, Connor did do a lot of research. We didn't just choose a random boat. He did really good.
This one was really appealing to me because it's easy to dive and get back on off the front of the boat. And the problem with like a normal dinghy is the fact that it's got the, you know, the inflatable all the way around the front, and trying to get back up over that circle, people say, is pretty difficult. And the fact that this one just has a nice little gentle ramp into the water, we used it in Michigan and jumped into the water, and it was so easy getting back into it. And that's going to be the main purpose of this thing. So it's pretty good.
I guess for a normal person that's wanting a dinghy, maybe something that has it all the way around, you would like that a little bit more. But we love getting in the water, and this was just the perfect setup for us. We might be investing in the, auxiliary gas tank.
Yeah.
And then we also might be investing in a motorized pump instead of a hand pump, but the hand pump works pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really good workout, but I think the electric pump would speed things up. Back to the campground, I guess.
3 miles on the water. We got about 3 tanks of gas left in the gas jug.
Will that get us back?
Yeah, it'll be plenty.
Okay.
If not, we got the oars.
12, 13 roughly.
Hey, 11 or 12 miles an hour. I'm happy with that.
We're rimming.
All the way to Mexico in this thing. You gotta ski it.
That's a different video. Thank you. Ooh, that actually makes for a nice exit.
That's a nice little on and off.
It's very nice. Do you want some help?
No, I got it. It's just more of a...
It's 4:30, so we thought we'd come back to the camper. Sunset's around 5:30. And, I mean, if you guys know us, we don't really want to say no to watching a sunset on the water. And we have a boat now, so might as well. We just figured get some doggies some dinner, let them hang out, and then we'll go catch the sunset.
We're just cruising on our way back to the camper to put the boat up, and somebody obviously wanted to go in the little storage bag. I mean, it's a perfect spot for them. It's just
hilarious.
That's hilarious. It's our last day here in Knoxville, and one thing that we really wanted to do before we leave is to go and just see the University of Tennessee. I'm pretty sure everything about Knoxville kind of revolves around the college, and since we're here, we're gonna go check it out. It's a Sunday morning, so hopefully it's not packed and we can actually go and explore without huge crowds and everything. But I'm excited to see it, and hopefully it's a nice way to spend our last morning.
I know you said, I think people revolve around the school here, but we know they do. I have seen so much orange here. I mean, everyone's wearing t-shirts, their sunglasses are orange. They're big fans.
Not entirely sure where we're gonna be parking, but we just mapped to like a visitor center area, and a few cops out on the road directing traffic. Almost looks like there's a race or a run going on, but it doesn't seem too busy, so we should be okay to find something pretty close.
Made it! We found some parking that cost $3.50 for like almost 2 hours, so I'm gonna go explore.
So far it's a very pretty campus. I just looked it up, and there's about 30,000 people that are in the undergrad program here. Amelia and I both went to TCU, and whenever we were there, the undergrad was right around 11,000, so definitely a much bigger school, but it's also a huge town, and everything is focused around this one school here. We're gonna go through like the main parts of campus, have to go see the football stadium, of course, because it's one of the biggest in the country, and just enjoy a nice fall day here walking around. Also, Barkley seems to be doing much better this morning. He's got lots of energy. He's actually like fully shaking his head and stuff, so maybe his allergies or he just had a sore neck, but still gonna keep an eye on him. He just seems like himself today. Here is the massive Neyland Stadium. I just looked it up, and it shows almost 103,000 people can fit inside that stadium, which is unfathomable. That is huge. Lots of construction around here, but that's kind of any college campus because all they do is build new buildings, but liking it so far.
It is massive. 102,000? Wow. I also read, Connor took a little video of Smokey the dog, said it was born and bred in Tennessee, and then it retired in 2022. So I guess that's their mascot? I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong.
Shows that Tennessee is known as being the volunteer state, which is news to me, and that's why the mascot here is the Volunteers, because during the War of 1812, so many people from the state of Tennessee volunteered to join the military that they just kind of nicknamed this state the Volunteer State. And I guess it stuck long enough for them to name the campus mascot after it. Kind of a cool little fact there, but something I definitely didn't know.
I don't really have much to say. Connor seems to be whipping all these facts out. My most interesting one that he found was the volunteer one. I thought that was very cool. We're just enjoying the walk.
Usually he's so bad at stairs because he can't always see like the color difference between the steps, but every now and then he gets ones that he likes and he just sprints right on up them. We spent about an hour walking around the campus, and it turns out this campus is about 900 acres worth of buildings and housing and all of that. So it's pretty big. I'm sure we could spend a lot more time seeing everything that there is to offer here, but this was a nice little glimpse and just a great start to our Sunday. We're gonna head back towards the campground because we are moving spots today. We're heading to Chattanooga, Tennessee. So it's only a 2-hour drive, but still a moving day, and there's a lot that has to get done between now and then.
Made it back to the camper. It is very windy, so we are setting things up quickly. We also are a little bit late on checkout. We called and made sure that that was okay, and they said it was fine, so we're just still rushing a little bit so we don't take up the space longer than needed. So I figured we might as well time it, see how quickly we can get everything inside packed up. What time is it right now?
We started at 12:15.
Okay, we already got the boat put away. I'm gonna do out inside, Connor's gonna do outside. Let's see. I cannot believe it. It is 12:45, and I believe when I started packing up the inside, it was 12:30. So packing up, putting everything away, the slide, and getting lunch packed only took 15 minutes. That's insane. Let's see how quick we can be with hookup. I'm pretty sure just the same.
Honestly, pretty happy with how long that took us, including folding up the boat, being around 30 minutes. Isn't too much of a difference from our travel trailer, so the slide's not taking a ton of extra time, and the hitching up process for the fifth wheel doesn't seem like it's taking a ton of extra time. It's a 2-hour drive down to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and we're gonna leave you guys here and pick you up at the next campsite.
Bye guys, I had so much fun boating with you.
Hope you have a large day. See you next time.